Are you ready for another episode of International Stories? Okay, so for our first question, I just wanted to ask, why did you choose USC out of all schools?
So when I was looking into schools in the US, USC was one of the cheaper options for like international students, and on top of that, the business school was highly ranked between the schools I was looking into. So I went for USD, and they also offered me a scholarship, so that was a plus.
Okay, for the next question, I just want you to tell me a little bit about India and what you miss.
So um, I'm from the capital, New Delhi, and like since I grew up there, it's like a big city, and there's so many people around. So being in Burma makes me definitely miss the big city vibes. And the other thing is the street food, because Indian street food is like one of the best food you can ever have, and just like personally Indian food in general, because there's a lot of like flavors going in, so it always just tastes really good. And then I also miss the festivals we used to celebrate, because the community over here for celebration of festivals is so small that I don't really get to do much of the celebration part unless like I'm with my friends. But yeah, that's all.
What do you think is the biggest difference between India and the US for you?
I would say to a big point the food, because like I grew up eating like 20 spices on one food, but like personally here like the like they think salt and pepper are spices, which we really don't consider spices, just a necessity at this point. So that's probably a big one. And
So, what is your favorite festival in India and what does it involve and like what's unique about it?
I personally like Holi, which is the festival of colors. So it's basically celebrating like it's bringing happiness, and like with colors just spreading the love. And on the day off, all you do is like throw colors at people, and it's kind of like our way of saying let's spread happiness and not be sad about stuff. Um, Other than that, we kind of just make a lot of desserts for the festival, where something called gujia is very common to eat, and then we also have a drink on the side, which is
Okay, so for our last question, I just want to hear some stereotypes, they can be good or bad, that people have about India.
um I honestly feel like a lot of people just think that Indians are good at math and tech, which personally is not really true. So that's one of the stereotypes I've seen. The other one that I see a lot is people thinking that India is really crowded, like crowded to the point that you probably have to push people to walk through, is what their idea is about India. But like, it is crowded, but there's plenty of space for people to walk around, I guess.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in again on International Stories. And that was Pooja Madhuel from India. And she's also my roommate. So it was really cool to hear the behind the scenes of her life and her choices to come to USD and what she meant. Thank you for joining me.